everybody. Barry Hyatt here in Scottsville at the University of Kentucky Extension Office with my good friend Janet Johnson.
Hello,
now, Janet,
Barry.
How are you today?
Hey, good. I'm great. I've recuperated from that hike to Mount LeConte a week ago.
Which is in Gatlinburg.
It is in Gatlinburg, yes. It is truly the definition of being physically active, no matter what your age. But it's pretty much stretching the limit. And I understand you've done the hike to Mount LeConte many years ago.
Well, once before, and it's a chore, needless to say.
It is a chore, but it is a bucket list. Check that, and you're in an exclusive club that you've hiked Mount LeConte. So, hey, we've done it.
And when you get to the top,
yeah,
something else. I mean, the scenery is outstanding.
The scenery is just outstanding, and the scenery is wonderful on the way up. It's almost like you're in this rainforest with all of these different types of wildflowers. Turtlehead was one of the favorite little summer wildflowers that was blooming prolifically all through the hike. Very, very unique little flower. I like little things like that.
Yeah,
to notice those things, and so that was definitely work. The physical activity of seeing some very unique sights.
Because you were challenged physically.
Challenged, very challenged. Well,
physically. We've got a challenge today, trying to keep our food healthy and safe at the same time, and we're talking melons specifically, right?
We are, Barry. You know, people, it's melon time. It's watermelon, it's cantaloupe, as we used to say, muskmelon, like
I would
that.
say mushmelon.
Mushmelon, yeah, mushmelon. Get a good mushmelon. And even honeydew. And there's some of the unique melons that are out there of different colors and different varieties. Candy melon. I mean, there's all kinds of melons. But the thing about melons is they are raised on a vine on the ground.
Right.
And so that makes them very susceptible to certain fertilizers and certain bacteria that are found in the soil and with different types of fertilizers, especially those taken from a barn that we know that's a natural fertilizer. But that's why today, wash the outside of your melon and scrub it before you cut it, because once you cut in that melon, you are taking whatever's on the outside straight down in your fruit. So
wash and scrub before cutting.
Yeah, and I mean, again, things that maybe many years ago we just didn't have to think about, but today that's a key part of working with any melon today. So we want to keep it safe. Keep it safe. And so today, one of the favorite Southern recipes of all time is fruit chicken salad. I mean, we love it, don't we? And everybody has a variation on it. But basically, it's going to be your chicken, and that chicken could be grilled, or it could be, there are different ways.
It can even be fried if you want to be a little
It can be fried, that's right, or roasted. So the chicken is one variation, and then we usually think of putting grapes in our chicken salad, and a really, really rich dressing, and a nut, usually a pecan or a walnut. So today we're going to kind of switch it up, and we're going to add some different fruits, melons, to the grapes. Kind of marry these fruits up today in a delicious chicken salad. But I'm going to give you one more kick. We are going to go a little cosmopolitan and add some curry. Curry. Now that's a spice that many people are not familiar with. Curry is a spice from the Middle East or the Far East. For instance, if you went to an Indian restaurant, you would definitely be eating a lot of curry in your dishes. Or even the Middle East, you would have curry in your dishes. So we're putting a little curry in the chicken salad. And I think you're going to like it, because it's a different twist on a favorite. So let's get started. Now, what we've done before everyone joined us today, Barry, is that we've taken 2 chicken breasts, and we have put those and covered those with water in a little, just a pot. We can cover the chicken breasts, and we have just boiled those till they're tender. And that's it. Now we're creating chicken broth. Absolutely. So you want to be able to save the broth for your soups or things that you could cook some vegetables in the broth. Absolutely. Nice flavor. Absolutely. And then you choose whether to add salt or not. That's up to you. Okay, so we're doing this, and you want to make them tender. That's the key. Because with this type of prep skill, we're shredding the chicken. Okay? And everybody knows if you do a pork roast, you roast it in the oven, and you pull it out, and you just take 2 forks, and you're just kind of pulling your meat apart.
That's pulled pork.
Pulled pork, exactly. Same concept. This is pulled chicken.
Pulled chicken,
Pulled chicken breast. Now, here's your choice. Maybe you like cube chicken, and that's a personal favorite. Maybe you'd like to let these chicken breasts cool and then cut them in cubes.
Okay.
Now, when we did taste tests for this particular recipe, and I know this because we actually did it here in Scottsville, we found that our panel, having it both ways, preferred the shredded because the dressings seemed to absorb in the chicken more so.
Okay.
So they were getting more of the dressing flavor with the chicken with the shredding rather than the cubes.
Okay.
But personal choice again.
Sure.
So there you go. Okay, so we're going to shred 2 chicken breasts. Now, a chicken breast is not always just a chicken breast, is it, Barry?
Not always.
Sometimes we have super chicken breast, and sometimes we have smaller chicken breast.
Right.
So if you like this to be a meatier chicken salad, you just take your 2 chicken breasts and shred those up no matter what the size. But you're basically trying to get about 3 cups at least of chicken.
Okay.
Okay? And I would say even more toward 4 cups of shredded chicken, but minimum 3, because we're going to be adding more fruit. Now, what we're doing here is marrying up the melons, as we said before, cantaloupe, honeydew, and the grapes, the traditional grapes, together to create more color and to add a great deal more good stuff for you, good nutrition for you, but it adds flavor, great flavor.
And color.
And lots of beautiful colors, so you're going to see that. But the first thing we want to do, Barry, is that after we do these, we want to add some curry powder to taste. And we go back to the curry, and I caution people, if you've never had, how do you feel about curry, Barry?
I like it fine.
Okay, so a little curry or a lot of curry?
I would probably go on the light side to start off with.
Okay,
then, maybe,
me too. So I'm encouraging people to start with a tiny 1/4 teaspoon.
Yes.
And put that in the chicken, and I'm going to let you kind of toss that together right there, and I'll talk a little bit more, and you can even use the spatula to just kind of mix it up, and then you can kind of begin to taste your chicken, and what you'll also see with curry, it adds color.
Yes.
It will turn
kind of a yellow color, isn't it?
Yes, or golden. I call it a golden color. It is kind of a greenish yellow color in its state, so it begins to brighten that chicken up, and I'll let you stir some more. Automatically. Now, you want to probably take a pinch of the chicken and say, how do I like that? I tend to like to go less because we're going to add a little curry to the dressing, just a little.
Okay.
Now, curry favorites, people that really love curry, they will say, oh, Janet, put more than that, double that, put a 1/2 teaspoon in there.
Right.
Better yet, put 3/4 teaspoon. You know, this is really a personal preference, but I'm going to go light.
I think it's best to go light to
Just
start
a
off
hint of flavor to me.
if you're not used to it.
Exactly, exactly. And it's already just kind of testing your boundaries with the traditional chicken salad.
Right.
Okay, so now I'm going to have you go ahead and add 1.5 cups of fruit, and I'm going to say grapes, and then we're going to add the 2 melons, equal proportions, 1.5, 1.5, 1.5. Pretty easy to remember.
That's easy.
And with all salads, if you had 2 cups, put 2 cups.
Okay.
You know, I mean, this is one you can vary the amounts in, just like we talked about. The size of the chicken breast may dictate, you know, how much chicken that you have in proportion to fruit. Same way with the fruit. So go to it. Now, meanwhile, I'm going to make a dressing. Now, this is a very simple dressing that you can make, and it's great with lots of things. You could leave the curry out if you did not want that strong flavor with some other salad dressings that you're going to, or other salads you're doing. So that would be the difference, is you would leave out the curry, but it's a basic dressing. We're actually using, Barry, and I will borrow your spatula just a second here.
I think I've got it tossed pretty well.
Oh, that looks very nice, very nice. And look at the color. The chicken's a little more golden, very pretty. We're doing a 1/2 cup of reduced fat mayo.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to call name brands, but let's just say there's certain mayos made in the South that are pretty good, okay? And we'll let people guess which one that is with that. But a good mayo is very important to a good creamy salad base.
Yes.
Now, we are going to reduce the fat even more by going back, instead of all mayonnaise, which is your traditional way of doing a fruit salad dressing, we're going to half that with 1/2 cup of Greek yogurt.
Oh, wow.
Plain.
Okay.
Now, I really love Greek yogurt because of the body of Greek yogurt. You know, it's, again, got a little more protein in it. It's got a little more body than just your sour creams or your light sour creams. Could you use sour cream? You could.
Right.
Okay.
I was honestly thinking that's what it was when I was looking at it.
Did you really?
I
Yeah,
thought it was sour cream.
that's really why I enjoy the Greek yogurt. It just has a much creamier taste than a plain yogurt and gives you a little thickening power.
Right.
So we're mixing those together, and that just makes a really pretty base.
Sure.
Just like you would think with mayo or a sour cream added. Okay, then we're going to add our flavor agents. With this, we're adding a teaspoon of light soy sauce.
Okay. So
Okay.
curry and soy sauce.
Bang. Yes. And then we're adding a couple of tablespoons of honey. Now this is a good opportunity to pull out your local honeys
Yes.
that have their own flavor
Yes.
in themselves, okay? So always be a good honey connoisseur, and you can add different flavors and different strengths to your salad dressings depending on what you have. And then we're going to add some fruit juice. Now you could use many types of fruit juices. You could use reconstituted lemon juice, totally, if you wanted, but why not add a tablespoon of fresh orange juice to that?
Okay.
And then that's something that you can save and put in the freezer, and I am adding a tablespoon of lemon juice to that.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so we've got 2 fruits, and we've added some honey, we've added some all of our bases. Now, the only thing that remains is to stir this up, and I'm going to whisk it in just a moment.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add some curry.
Okay.
So curry times
curry
2.
again, yeah.
Curry
okay.
times 2. And once again, I'm going to say, all right, to taste, but I'm going to kick it up a notch here, and I'm going to do a half a teaspoon
Okay.
instead of the fourth. So now I'm going to kick it up. You know, I think people will like it, but when in doubt, go less
Yes.
and add more. So if you're not sure,
Right.
continue with the fourth a teaspoon just like we did before. And I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to get my little whisk here, and I'm just going to whisk this together until it's smooth. But once again, a nice pretty golden color.
You know, Janet, I was just thinking, when you retire, you know, from the UK Extension Office
Yes.
here, maybe you could open up your own, like, little lunch delicatessen or something.
Oh,
you know?
that's what I want to do, Barry.
I'm thinking, look at this.
I could cook all day.
You probably get tired of that pretty soon, I would bet.
Now, automatically people say, gee, that is a lot of dressing, Janet, because you've got over a cup. And that's true. But you're going to do this to taste. So this is a dressing that you can keep on hand, and you can serve it with other things in the refrigerator, and it will keep an extended amount of time.
Sure.
So what I'm saying is you want to do this to taste, and so I'm going to just add, I'm going to actually stir with this whisk and get that other off. I'm going to add just a little drizzle here, and I'm going to let you stir it up.
Okay.
And I'm going to let you kind of say, okay, Jan, I think we got enough on that. Okay, all right, let's start with that much
Okay.
out of our cup of dressing. And remember, you don't want to go too heavy with dressing
Right.
with a fruited salad. And when
Okay,
you've
with
got
lots
a
of fruits in
protein,
there.
yeah,
Okay.
because the fruit itself will add moisture, and as it mixes with other things and as you work with it, you're going to be releasing that fruit juice too. So
Sure. You can smell it too, can't you?
yes, you can. I'm telling you, this is a great little recipe. It is so interesting and so good, and it's just unique. You know, I think
I think it's awesome.
we kind of get tired of doing the same old thing, and this is a unique one. And you're saying, okay, Janet, what have you done with those pecans? Because I'm expecting those.
Let's
Now,
tell pecans.
we are going to take a little thing. I've got a mixture of spinach and kale actually here, but you could use baby spinach there too.
Right.
And so what we're going to do, Barry, is we're going to serve up a little bit of this fruited chicken, and we're going to put a little of that, you know, on our thing, and maybe we have to catch some runaway fruit here and
It's
serve
possible, isn't it?
And so what you're really trying to do is do a cup, and so you've got 2 cups here on your salad. You know, get your fruit out there and serve this up. And now, you know, and add a little more fruit as you go if you don't feel you've got enough.
Okay.
We're going to sprinkle some sliced browned almonds over that. So
Oh,
I'll
wow.
let you choose. And so here's the nut that we're using, and we're using a few sliced almonds that we browned prior to everybody joining us. And we have got a wonderful chicken curry melon salad. It's wonderful.
That's awesome.
It's
And-
great.
And you know, with the high school football season now underway and college football season starting.
Tailgating,
Yeah.
perfect tailgating salad to have ready to scoop out to serve to people. Keep it in your cooler, perfect.
You know, maybe you could suggest this to the folks, the fine folks at Allen County Scottsville. Maybe they can start having this as one of their items
At the concession stand? Yeah, I'll be glad to do that with all those great Bam boosters and see if we can have a little healthy option here in a little cup of salad.
Now, have you tried this before?
Yes, I have.
With the curry?
With the curry, absolutely.
So you like it?
Yes, I do like it. It's different, but with the small amount of curry, it's just got a really unique flavor.
Good deal.
So, yes, I'm going to encourage you to kind of go on the edge and try it.
Do something different for a change. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, hey, if
Definitely.
you guys want this recipe, it's oh so easy to get. You can email me at North Central. My email address there is barry.hyatt@nctc.com, or simply go to our website. The address is www.nctc.com. And of course, I'm sure Janet would not mind a bit if you wanted to drop by here at the UK Extension office in Scottsville and maybe give you like one of the recipes too.
And a little recipe keepable card that you can have as well.
Which is wonderful, yeah. Well, Janet, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Good
Look forward to seeing you again.
All right, sounds great.
Okay.
And thank you guys for watching. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.